Hello and welcome to using FreeMind. It's going to be a little video that you can watch to make using FreeMind a little easier. It is expected that you will use it in your assignment or your task that's been set to as you go along and you mind map, okay? It's your traditional play on brainstorming and creating a mind map. You normally do it on paper or we've done it on the board. Now you're going to be doing it online. Great thing is you'll be able to transport it and you can put it onto a website, or you can save it as a PDF file and you can have this image that you see right in front of you instead of having to then go ahead and do extra work typing up something just for the purposes of attaching it to your assignment and looking neat and tidy. So what you can see here is you should have a print of it in front of you. It's the basic one, the characters of Othello. Okay, so you can see I've got Othello here, sort of Cassio, but I thought it was linked to Othello, so I added him as a subnode. And then I've got Bianca, since Bianca is Cassio's mistress. I've got the Duke, I've got Brabantio, and I've got Desdemona, but you can probably see the arrow here linking that because Brabantio is Desdemona's father. I've got Iago, I chose to put him on Othello's side. I thought, oh, I might break it down a little more. Then I've got Amelia, right, his wife. I've also put an arrow in there because of the role Amelia plays Desdemona. So this is just a little look at what I'm now going to show you how to create it so that you can make your own and use that for the task ahead of you. Okay, so we're now going to go in and create our own mind map. So if you haven't opened up on your first page the blank page, just go to File and New, and you can see up here I've got a third map. So there's our new mind map. So this is called your parent node. It's your mind, your main node. Now we want to create some new ones. So there's 3 ways of adding on. This is our mother concept in here. So to begin with, I'm going to write hello and issues and enter. You can see that's come out there. That's in green. Now we want to add a new node. There's 3 or 4 ways to do this. This light bulb up here, see that? Click on it. Got a box. Okay, keeping that main one grey, and press the insert button. I've got another box. We're working off this mother node. I can go to insert, a new child node, and you can see another one's come out. Now I think I'm going to have quite a few ideas, so I'm going to make a few off there. Now can you see that this one is a little longer when I worked off there? I actually created a sibling node. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that and I'll come back to that. Alright, I want to make a few more of these, so I can also right click. By right clicking I can remove the node, or I can, there's the light bulb, new child, because that's the mother I'm working off, another one, and I'm going to insert another, and I might start off with say 7. Alright, now at the moment I don't have the bubble that I had here, so what I'm going to do is when I right click, okay, when I go up here I want to format, and I want to use the bubble. See that? That's just helping me turn that into a bubble. What I can also do, click the bubble mark, gives me a bit of a different type of bubble, so I'm going to delete that. Yes. I'll come back here, insert that one. Select the format, bubble, stand back to all my nodes, format, bubble. So do have to do that for each one. There is no shortcut listed there. You could also choose to fork. Let's just go to that fork, and that's going to split that later. Bubble and bubble. Okay, now just having a look, I've got a lot of buttons, just like any other thing in your Microsoft Word. I've got an undo button up here. Alright, I can also later on cut, copy, paste information, and I can change the font and italics, change the font and the size of it. Now the great thing about when we use this is that we have the ability to change the color of the text, we can change the color of the bubble. You know, that's all things that you need to play around with once you've nutted out the main map. Okay, so all these are a little close together, so what I'm going to do, if you see this comes up there, dragging changes node location. Now let's say I put too many on that, I'm going to click on this one. Here it's on the right side. If I wanted to move it to the left, I let go, and that's dropped and dragged it there. So I might also insert one more nodule there to even us up. Okay, but they're very close together, so what I think I might do is when I hold the cursor over in the middle between the line and the bubble, the little north compass comes up, the 4 arrows, click on it and I can just drag them up and down. I need to just format that with the bubble. Okay, moving my cursor along, move that down, and space it out a little. Okay, so I'm going to come back and just fill in this with a few ideas. So I was thinking one of the themes we've got jealousy. Okay, so just highlighting on this one, adding another node, put betrayal, just for instance. Alright, deciding that I don't need this nodule anymore, highlight the nodule. Okay, I can right click and I can find that I can remove the node. Alright, just delete. Do you really want to delete it? And yes, and off it goes. Okay, so in here I want to add a few things onto this one, so once again, make sure it's grey. And from here I might put in the power of words, so what we are told. Okay, adding another one, so I want to add it off that one. What is not said. Right, now if I was to click on this, it reduces on just that little circle, click on it and it will expand it. So these are expandable and they can fold up and down. Okay, I'm going to put another one up here. Okay, representations of women. I'm going to put a man's world. And consider that as one of the ideas we might like to explore further or think about. Okay, so I want to link these so that I can see that whilst they're separate ideas, I might want to think about, you know, that they do work in together, the representation of women and the idea that it's a man's world. So I'm going to use the left mouse, highlight one of the nodules I'm working with. I'm going to press Control, Shift, click on that one, Control and Shift, drag the arrow across to the other one. Okay, I'm still holding the left click and let go. Over here you can see an arrow linking it in. Okay, let's fill out a couple of others. So over in this one, so I want to move that, holding that middle cursor, clicking that to edit it, deception. Okay, off deception. Okay, those two, I'm going to make another little note up there, so what we see and what we don't see. Actually, you know, appearance versus, I might leave that as a nodule, so I just want to delete that one, clicking on it, highlighting it in grey, delete. The deception and the power of words, well, the power of words could lead to deception, or it does in the novel. I'm going to practice drawing an arrow like I did before. So pressing the Control Shift button, clicking on the mouse you want, clicking it down, holding the left button, dragging over to deception. Okay, let go of the mouse. There's your arrow. Now I can move this. It's a little fiddly. Alright, so you can see there, you can move it any way you'd like. You know, your mind map is really valuable. You can map neatly and coherently the things you're looking at. You can also show the relationships and you can keep on breaking down. The great thing about this is just if you want to order something, or if maybe there's 4 of you working in a group and you want to delegate roles, so you've got person number 1 in your group. I'm going to give this to, I'm going to leave that with person number 1. So you just need to draw the attention to which box by getting it grey. I'll give that to person number 2. Alright. We've also got other icons, so I'm going to put in the idea of honesty. Okay, get that one grey. give it a question mark. We might need to go back there. You can import symbols as well if you want. You can also change the color. So by right clicking, I can get all my icons. I can export. Okay, we'll come back to that. I can format. I've got the in formatting. I can smaller mod the node color or the node background color. So if I wanted to make that red, okay, once I click away, come back to it, you can see that I've made it red. So you can change the color of the font, you can change the background. Another great thing about this is that you can, if you've created other mind maps that you want to attach, you can do that too. So you can have a collection of these and want to link them to a character, and you'll be able to save an older mind map you've created by inserting an old one. You can also insert an image. So let's just take a look at that for a moment. Okay, so you need to save, as you should with any of your work in the classroom. You do also want to make sure that you're saving it. So I'm going to go to Save As.